This lad, I think, has the ability to be world class.
19, 20 years old, absolute monster.
Large human being. He is always the best, if not one of the best players on the pitch.
Have the confidence to do that. He looks a real serious player.
Hello and welcome to Hits Different, and this episode of our Ultimate 15, we have gone a little bit different. We are going to celebrate some of the rising stars of world rugby at the moment.
Exciting 15 to pick from. I think some rules in place. Every player has to be under 23, which obviously rules out quite a lot of talent that's been killing it in this Six Nations. But we've got to have some rules, we've got some discipline.
We do, and we have to caveat this. Some of these lads are already playing for their countries and carving up. And I think some of them, you'll be surprised that they are actually under 23 with how good they are. Yeah. Let's start front row, and we have to say we have gone English on this because we are very excited about these three in particular.
Yeah, unapologetically biased here, but they've all done brilliantly. They've killed it in their various, some killing their Premiership at the moment, some killing it for the under 20s. So, Asher Opoku for Jaw at Sale, and his former under 20 teammate Afo from Gloucester have been exceptional. Yeah. Loosehead and tighthead together, absolutely exceptional, I think.
I think when people are crying out for the next batch of loosehead and tighthead props, these two are like...
Yeah. And not just existing either. Obviously, I think we must say, people start to go in the comments saying about Finn Baxter. Finn Baxter has recently turned 23.
Just turned 23. Happy birthday, Finn.
He's been exceptional as well. But these two lads, they came through together, which is always quite exciting as well. You know, when you come through in a positive team, and they've done it together. I think they've both been in and around the England squad. Obviously, Asher's played. Afo, I believe, would have been in this Six Nations squad. I think he's that good and he's that exciting. He would have been in it if he wasn't injured. So they've not just been existing, they've been impacting Premiership games already, haven't they? Yeah,
they have. And in between them, watching this, I say kid, he's about twice the size as me. This lad, I think, has the ability to be world class. He's going to be special. Kepu Tuilagi, just out of school, Bath Academy, played for England in the 20s, which unfortunately they lost because of their last game away in Wales. But he set up an unbelievable try with an out the back door, and he's been putting grubber kicks through.
Yeah, the grubber at Newcastle 2 weeks ago. I mean,
he's taking the mick.
To have the confidence to do that when you're playing 20s, that is the top of the tree. That's what you're. But to have the confidence to do that, he looks a real serious player.
He does. Obviously, get at us in the comments. There's going to be so many players we missed off. These are just three English front row they're really excited about. Watch out for them: Asher, Kepu, and Afo for Sogbonne. Second row. Now, the first name on our sheet.
Recognisable surname, isn't it? And again, it's just following on from these monsters. Something is, they've all got in common. They're just absolute monsters, aren't they?
Big units.
So, Pasolo Tuilagi, and looks to be one of the biggest of the lot.
He is a man mountain. I think he's only maybe the second Tuilagi to play in the forwards. The rest of them were just beating up backs for a living. Pasolo's gone the hard way, and he's going to go in the front five as well.
Yeah, it was about time they converted one of them into a type 5 forward, because it's been, some would say it's been a waste seeing those athletes in the backs. So. Yeah, so what do we reckon, 150 clicks? We need to get some details on this, but 19, 20 years old, absolute monster.
Large human being.
Yeah.
Very large human being, and tearing up trees in France. I don't ever want to play against this guy.
That's not fit. You don't need that in your life anymore. Don't need that. It's ridiculous. You don't need that.
No. So he's wearing the 4 shirt for us, and then number 5 is a guy who's been captaining Wales.
So I mean, remember, this is under 23, but the game's just gone mad. These are players who have been killing it. He's been playing brilliantly for Exeter and for Wales for a number of years, been captaining his club. I'm sure he's captaining his country at times. So Dafford Jenkins has just, he's obviously shown something down there, that the leadership skills as well as being a brilliant rugby player. Definitely one to watch.
He's in. So that's our front 5. Number 6 is a guy, hopefully we're going to get on the show very soon. Good friend of mine, plays at Harlequins. He's been brilliant off the bench for England in the Six Nations. Chandler Cunningham South is a colossus in that back row. I can't believe he's still so young. And he goes around and makes marks on the international scene like he's doing at the minute. But he, for me, has got his future's only going to go one way, and it's there.
He played a game for Irish, didn't he? It was a TV game for Irish right towards the end of their time, and it just seemed like he had something. You know, when you sort of see certain players, we'll probably come on to it with the next bloke as well, but people who make things happen on the pitch, and he wore this confidence on him, and it's great to see him. Another, you know, a great option to be bringing. He won't want this, but a great option to be bringing off the bench as well for England. Obviously, being able to play 6, being able to slot in there maybe as well if necessary, or move that pack around. So really confident. And then confidence leads us on to the next lad, because he is just flying, isn't he? Yeah. He's on everyone's lips. Everybody's excited by him. He obviously got his debut for England recently, and Henry Pollock, that is quite something. Yeah, he's a special kid, special player. It seems like every level he keeps stepping up to, he just keeps getting better and better. Came on in Cardiff when England are 50 up. It's the best possible way to mark your international debut. You see him gets grabbing the end of 2 tries. He's nosing, you don't. People off. That's already. Not a normal 20-year-old, is it? No. To be able to do that. I think maybe it's because of the social media element to it as well. Like, we're seeing these tries he's scored at various levels. There was an under-20s try where they've run a break to the outside and the backs, and he's just taken his beeline across the pitch on like a 9. The intelligence to do that at that age is he's obviously studied it, and he's got some brilliant natural talent, but he clearly works hard at his game. To be able to do that sort of thing at that age is pretty special. He's a confident lad. There's a lot of hype about him, but he's backing it up on the field, which is all you can do, and good on to him. Number 8, I love this player, Wallace SITITI. I think he was voted Young Player of the Year last year, so this isn't a breakthrough player. He's only, I think, 20, 21, plays in that All Black side already, and looks like he's been there for years. That's probably the greatest compliment I can give him. He looks so natural, physical, powerful, great hands, reads the game really well. He could be a great, I feel. On these sorts of players is when you don't realise, you know, when we dived into it and realised their ages, that's when you realise how good someone is, because you go, how is he still at this age profile? So, incredible talent. Yeah. That's our pack, which is a hell of a pack already. We'd love some comments in, though, of people we may have missed out, some other nations that we may have missed out. I'm sure there's loads out there. It'd be good to get that debate going. Get us. It's that time of year, family holidays, road trips, heading off to watch your team play in a far-flung location, from Dublin to Dubai. By using NordVPN, you can switch your virtual location on your devices, so you can watch all of your subscribed channels as usual. There's no geo-blocking of your desired channels or content. NordVPN also gives me brilliant peace of mind and protection across all my family's devices from viruses, firmware, and any grotty public Wi-Fi that we use too. Meaning we can watch brilliant YouTube channels like Hits Different, fully protected in any location. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/DannyCare. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. Right, halfbacks. I'll start with this 9 because I think he is one of the best 9s I've seen for a long, long time, Nolan Le Garrec. And the French are short of a bit of depth. They really are. Yeah, so that's the positive thing that they've got one coming through. It's like I've played against him for Racing a fair few times now. We seem to always draw Racing. He is always the best, if not one of the best players on the pitch. Brilliant around the fringes, unbelievable skills, goal kicks off both feet. If he didn't have Antoine Dupont ahead of him, he would be the starting 9 for France, I'm sure. Incredible player, and still only so young. He's going to have a hell of a future. And outside him, we've got a lad who's just, I describe it as burst onto the scene. Like I'm sure in Ireland he's been getting talked about for a long time, but we've seen Sam Prendergast take that shirt now. He's owned that shirt, and you don't get many kids, I guess it's not disrespectful to say kids, someone like that comes into a setup like that and now is being talked about going on the Lions tour is really impressive, especially when Ireland have been looking, they've tried a few different fly-halves and he's suddenly gone, that's my shirt now for the foreseeable future. He looks like a Johnny Sexton clone as well, doesn't he? Moves like him. He's got a lot though, hasn't he? You know,
he's got a bit.
the comfort on the ball.
He spiral kicks,
Yeah.
which I
If
love.
you've got the confidence to hit a tight spiral, bring back the O'Gara spiral. He knows what he's doing. He'll be over there in a few years, won't he?
Yeah,
smart, very smart.
Smart guy.
Like what you're doing.
Yeah. Number 11 is a kid, and I say he is a kid. He looks like he's just a kid on the park playing with his mates, but he's actually tearing up some of the best defences in the world. Consistently brilliant. Louis BLBRA.
I'll let you say that.
Thank you.
Another one who, again, just you see the list and you think, how is this young? It's scary how long these have got left in to do things. But you're right, and he's making things happen, and he's not just doing the norm, is he? He's got a bit of everything. He's got the ability to put the ball on the toe. He can see things, and he's a special talent.
He's cross kicking to his mates in his own 22, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And he backs it up, and they do it, and then they go and score, and just looks like he's having fun, and we love that. He's our number 11, and our number 12, this kid.
Yes,
I think
you put him into a team pre-Six Nations as one to watch. Maneloncello is such a young talent. He came through brilliantly, and probably into a time when Italy were on the rise, but they were looking for people to take over that team and become the go-to men, and he's done that. And another good Six Nations for him. Just a talent that they're going to start to build that team around further, aren't they?
Yeah, his ability to hit a hard line, and he's so strong. Yeah. Takes 3 or 4 to stop him. Unbelievable player. And partnering him is a guy we got to watch for the first time in the autumn playing for Australia. Come from the NRL, Joseph SUA'ALI'I.
Arguably one of the best talents in the world.
Yeah, specimen.
And I think everyone talking about the Lions going over there, and I think maybe this time last year, if you'd asked about Lions going over, people would have probably expected it'll be okay. They'll get a 3-0. People like that are enough to say Australia got a good chance and that's when you know someone's special to have galvanised a team. Someone like that. I know we'd come back to the performance he put in at Twickenham, but those sort of things don't just happen. He's a incredible talent to watch.
I was down pitch side before that game, and he walked out without any shoes on. And he was feeling the ground, and you could see he was almost in this almost felt like he was in some sort of trance where he was looking and thinking about what he was going to do that day. And I was like, what's going on here?
That unnerves me anyway. Just seeing,
But
he's already got me 1-0 because he's got no feet.
100%. But he was in the zone, he was. You could see he was like, this is my arena. I'm born to play here. I'm just going to come and do this. It was his first ever game of rugby union. And he came and carved up the Allianz Stadium.
That's
unbelievable.
Brave, isn't it?
And the Lions tour playing against players like him this summer is going to be incredible.
We've got on the other wing, we've got a man who has killed it for club and country. So again, but stay under that 23 radar. Feo Bosu is someone who we were excited to kick on again this season. Obviously, injuries have stopped it because we thought he was going to be on that plane, didn't we?
We did. He is. I think the closest thing England's had to a Jason Robinson, just a guy who could just beat you in a phone box, electric feet, can run across the pitch, and if one person's switching off, he's through, and he's got the gas to then go again.
People go, there's fast people, and then there's really fast. He's in that elite category, and there's not many of them left, is there? Most backs, I say, it's very general, most backs are fast, aren't they? And then you get the back three where they're electric, and then he's on top of that.
Super fast. Yeah, he's incredible. And at the back, young South African lad who I think is going to play in that Springbok team for many, many years, Kane Moody, makes the game look so easy. Could play all over that back line, could play 13, could play on the wing. Wonderful player. In mixing it with those boys as well at such a young age. He's a game breaker.
It'd be good to see people come at us, because obviously we've probably favoured what we know, which is normal. But it'd be good, get people in, report in some people we should watch maybe if we've not seen them enough. But it'd be looking forward to getting some comments on that.
Exactly. Shout out Ellis Mee as well for Wales, in the Six Nations.
Brilliant
we both liked him a lot. There's so many, but get your comments in and we'll revisit this again, because I think it just shows how exciting and how special a place rugby's in at the minute, that we're talking about these lads, the kids, 20, 21-year-olds that are carving up the screens.
So exciting. And I think it's also worth saying, obviously, if there's any special talents out there in the Southern Hemisphere with Scottish heritage, looking forward to seeing them play for Scotland in the next few years. So that just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we can leave that in.
That's fine.
I'll try and wait till the end to say it. I'm not sure if we can leave that in.
No, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for joining us on Hits Different.